It being 6:32 on Thursday, September 4th, 2025, I would like to call to order the Planning and Zoning Historic Commission of East Dundee. Franco, could you take the roll?
Sure. Commissioner Myers,
Here.
Commissioner Hurd,
Here.
Commissioner Kruger is absent, Commissioner Feck,
Here.
Commissioner Reyes-Braher,
Here.
Commissioner Stenick,
Yes.
and Chair Brunner.
Here. So, we do have, is this Gabriela?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
All right. I'm in the right place.
Yes. Just on time. So, okay, with the roll called and the quorum met, we will move on to our first order of business, which is the approval of minutes. May I have a motion to approve the minutes as reported in our packet from the August 7th, 2025 meeting?
I'll move to approve.
I'll
Second.
second it.
Yep. Any discussion here? I wasn't at the meeting, but I would assume the folks who were there had a chance to take a look it over.
Mhm.
Look good to me. Okay.
Okay, Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Hurd,
Yes.
Commissioner Feck,
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes-Braher,
Yes.
Commissioner Stenick,
Yes.
and Chair Brunner.
Yes. Okay, moving on to our next item of business. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to make a comment on an agenda or non-agenda item? Hearing none, we'll move on to our next order of business, new business. May I have a motion to open the public hearing for a request for special use to allow for a banquet hall as it described in section 157050F1D2 of the zoning ordinance located at 450 Dundee Avenue, East Dundee, Illinois 60118 in the B3 Service Business District. So moved.
I'll second.
Okay. The public hearing is, oh, now we have to vote.
Well, yes. So Commissioner Myers?
Yes.
Commissioner Hurd,
Yes.
Commissioner Feck,
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes-Braher,
Yes.
Commissioner Stenick,
Yes.
and Chair Brunner.
Yes. Okay, the meeting is now open. First, Franco, did we receive any communication via email or phone call or letter in regards to this petition?
No.
Okay. Is the applicant in the audience and ready to present? Hey, if you could approach the podium here, and we're going to need to swear both of you in. Franco will do that for you.
Okay, if you want to raise your right hands and then repeat your names.
Gabriela Valdez.
Jose Rivera.
And you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. And could you say your full names? I said you said they said their full names.
Gabriela
Use the
Valdez.
addresses?
It's okay.
Okay. Okay. So, yes, could you please describe the special use that you're applying for and what you plan on doing with the special use?
Okay.
Okay, she's renting right now a place where she does her Zumba, in because it's kind of slow now. She would like to petition to do on the weekends like banquets, and that is what she's looking for.
Okay. So these types of banquets, I know in the packet it said birthdays, general, and then also a request until midnight. So pretty much starting from 5 p.m. until midnight. Could you describe in more detail what types of banquets these might be? For example, I know there's asks on alcohol, and you'd be serving alcohol. Would we expect dance banquets going until midnight? Is this
Yes.
in the
yes,
vision?
correct. Yeah, it will be with a DJ or a band, one of the two,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be controlled. It will, it will have security guards to just monitor the safety
Okay.
of the people, and it will be something, not huge, something to control the amount of people. If it's, if someone requests to do like to bring, for example, 500 people, it will not be possible. It will be a small number, and it will be very specific.
So I believe, Franco, we have a limit of 100 in the
According to the building inspector's calculation based on square footage and restrooms, the max shall not exceed 100 people.
Yeah.
So you're okay
Yes.
with that? Okay. Are there any more details that you would like to get from the applicants?
I do. I have a few, do I
Yeah,
ask,
go
do I
ahead.
tell you or do I
No,
just?
well, yeah.
Okay, so, I've been to a lot of parties, like the ones that you're describing, for my family as well. One of the things that I would suggest or recommend would be to have a 3-compartment sink. I know there is no 3-compartment sink, but this is more protection for you, because, the reality is, I know about like the carnitas and the oils, you know, the whole thing, and people wanting to wash and the whole family trying to help. But the oil will get into your pipe system.
Yeah.
And it's not that expensive to have a
Please,
above, yeah, like a little grease trap that's on the floor. You don't have to dig anything because it's only that 1-day use. So that's my recommendation. I was going to provide more recommendations about the toilets, but it sounds like the inspector already covered that, so that's good. So that's my recommendation. And also, I don't know if the place has a mop sink. It does have one?
It does.
Okay, because it, you know, we like to dance a lot, so I think everybody does. So, you know, so that was going to be my other recommendation, because I do a lot of restaurants for like almost 30 years. So I know what to look for. I'm sorry. So those were my main concerns, was just making sure you have a 3-compartment sink, and then the mop sink and the grease trap.
okay.
That is a recommendation.
You know, it makes sense,
Mhm.
because, you know, that grease, we don't want
Yeah.
that grease.
Yes, yes.
On the
It'll
pipe.
clog up the pipes, and I'm sure the pipes are, oh, well, it's a commercial space, so it's probably thicker pipes, but still.
But yeah, Franco, it isn't set though for like a full liquor service, so it doesn't have like a commercial kitchen.
Yeah, so you would have to use paper plates, paper cups, and everything would be disposable.
Yes.
Catering, liquor, and drinks.
So,
There's no washing or anything.
yeah, so I mean, I guess I'm not fully then understanding.
Because usually people will bring like pots or pans. It's not just like catered in the metal. Some
Yeah.
people, it could be families that bring in the pots and they want to wash it.
Is that allowed for them to be able to wash brought in pots and pans?
Oh.
No, there's no sinks.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
then they can bring it in, and whoever caters, basically, they have to take it back.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
that,
And the
So
same
that-
containers that they have the food, they have to take it out.
Then
at
that
the
would
same-
be,
yeah.
okay, then that would be perfectly allowed.
okay.
The other question I did have, for about 100 people, you need about a good 10 tables and 100 chairs. Where do you plan to store that? Or are you renting a company that brings the tables and chairs? Or are you going to build a room to put those tables and chairs inside?
I have a place that I'm gonna storage.
Ah,
the
okay, perfect.
Chairs and tables.
That was my other question. For exiting reasons, I was thinking.
Yeah, it's-
Okay, good, good, wonderful. And we need more places like that, so, yeah.
Other questions for you?
I do. Just one clarification question, because some of the packet seemed to indicate 2 different things. Are you intending to apply for a liquor license yourself, or is that going to be under the purview of the caterers?
In the future, I'm planning to apply for the license myself.
Yourself? Okay.
They would need it, and the caterer would need a license.
The
as
caterer
well.
would need
Both
it too.
parties
Yes.
would?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and because sometimes the caterer is from out of city, you have to prove to me that you have a City of Elgin liquor
Right.
license.
Okay. Other, anything from you, John?
How many storefronts, is it a single storefront that you have right now for your Zumba business?
There's, I think, 2.
Okay. Do you have an idea
One regular and the other one is like sliding.
of like a partition wall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then 2 exits, one in the front, one in the back?
Yes.
And then since you have more than one storefront, is it more than 2 exits?
Front and back.
Yeah.
only 2.
Yes.
So
that's
2.
only
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, front and back.
All right.
That's not open though yet, right?
No.
Yeah,
They're
and you're-
still under construction, I believe. I drove by.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And this is because the property's right at the edge, right?
It's at the end.
Yeah.
Has the fire department had an inspection? Do they get contacted?
They're
about
doing
this?
it now. They don't have a business license yet.
Oh, got it. All right.
Okay. Any other?
No other questions.
You see.
So this is a dual use during the day, it's gonna be a Zumba studio, and on just the weekends that it would be used for banquets. And do you have like a security staff or
Good
a
question.
designated person to maybe make sure that the noise levels are,
Yes, with, on the bench, I'm planning to hire a security staff.
okay.
Are, sorry, are you planning on being on site for every single party? Do you have a team of employees? What, can you just go into detail about what your plans are?
So I said, everything.
Yeah, I'm planning to be there myself and along with another, like 2 people as securities.
Okay. So you would, most parties or banquets, you will be
I'm
there.
gonna control everything.
You'll be there, okay.
Okay, good.
Lillian, any more for you?
No, that was pretty much it. yeah.
No, my only question coming in has already been answered of how is this a dual use, but it's being used 2 completely
Yeah.
separate times, so, no.
Do you think there's a possibility of doing Friday or Sunday? Because I know Sundays are usually also like pretty popular for baptisms.
That's
Is
in
it-
the
you're
plan.
just-
If I have, like people that is asking, probably. But for now, I'm considered to start with 1 day and see
Okay.
how everything is, moving forward.
Okay.
Actually, we're talking about that, she mentioned 1 day, but can she get the 2 days, that way she doesn't have to come back and do, and present it again, I mean, it will be covered. Yeah,
Yes,
so
please. Yeah, you understand.
Discuss that.
Yeah, we don't have a proposed limit on the days, really. Right?
Not currently.
Just the hours.
Yeah,
Okay. So it can be any day, like Friday or Saturday, in case that
Yeah.
no one wants Saturday or they want Sunday, so it can be.
But Sunday would be in the daytime, I think.
yeah, I mean, our restrictions right now are nothing between 12 a.m. and 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So,
Just not gonna wait.
I mean,
that's,
that's a suggested, right?
yeah, that's a suggestion.
Yeah, no,
And-
it's fine, because some people, I mean, even on Fridays, they want to have something small,
Mhm.
and a Friday versus on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So for the weekend, I mean,
Mhm.
it's just,
Yeah, the only thing, and we can get to it in our discussion later, would be if we would want a different end date if it was in the middle of the week. We do that on our bars, like live music and stuff like that has a different end date on Wednesdays than it does on Fridays.
Mhm.
Do we know what the hours of that learning center are? I
It's
think I saw
Until
6, okay, but not on Sundays, right?
Yeah,
I think we just started.
They're closed Sundays, okay.
And Saturday.
And Saturday too, okay.
Mhm.
so I don't have any more questions for them. I have a couple of questions for you, Franco, that I'd like in the public
Sure.
record. So one, are there any other businesses that are open this late in that strip mall?
Not in the strip mall, but on the other side of the parking lot, there is the gaming cafe and La Mariscara.
Okay,
So I'm unfamiliar off the top of my head their hours of operation.
but they're right there on 25, right?
Their frontage is 25.
Yeah, okay. But no one else in this building? Okay.
Just the Domino's, but that's in
On
and
the
out.
other side.
On the
Oh,
other
that's
side,
on the
yeah.
other side.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
further down.
Yeah,
Can I speak to one of those? La Mariscara, according to their online hours, at 11.
okay. Yeah, they serve alcohol there, right?
They do.
Okay. Okay, well, I think then that's good for me.
Yeah.
So I then will entertain a motion to, I have a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll move to close the hearing.
Second.
I'll second it. Oh, I'm
Commissioner
still
Myers?
reacting.
Yes.
Commissioner Hurd?
Yes.
Commissioner Beck?
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes Braher?
Yes.
Commissioner Stenick?
Yes.
And Chair Brunner?
Yes. Okay, you guys can sit down as we're gonna discuss now. It'll be very obvious if you need to speak again. So I think to me, it boils down to the location of this property and it being right across from the retirement home. Literally, it borders across the street, the retirement home, that I wanna make sure we don't,
That's right.
they don't have a bar by them right now. I live right next to a bar.
Mm-hmm.
I know what it's like when people come out at midnight and are having a good time and are loud. Here, they may be bringing cups out, leaving them, they'll do their best. Everyone will do their best, but stuff gets out, right? So, to me, that's the biggest thing. I would feel better if it was a unit in the middle. If you look at the satellite photo, in the middle of that strip mall, there's like trees buffering that building from the you know, the apartments that are behind
Mhm.
it. But here, it's literally just that street, and there's a residential unit, like, right across
Yeah.
from the end of this. We've had issues with banquet halls where there have been friction with residents because of noise. So I think there needs to be consideration with that. I think this will be a topic of discussion at the board, because we want to make sure we don't cause problems. So I'm interested in what you guys think about that. If you know, like, is this building soundproofed at all? Like, we've had that issue before as well, where if someone puts a band in, but there's no sound insulation, and that DJ is now running to 11 o'clock at night, and they can hear it. You know, I think we had someone come in and do a complaint, right, where
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
said, we hear them next door all night long, and they can't even play the music soft enough,
Right.
you know,
That's
to not
true.
cause the noise pollution.
And sometimes the doors are open, you know, because they
Yeah,
want fresh air
yeah.
and the music could escape. So
Right.
maybe we could put something in there that, you know, the STC rating should be higher, put sound bat insulation,
Yeah,
you know, to secure in the ceiling and in the walls.
yeah, I mean, it's just, it's a thing we don't know what
Yeah.
the impact is gonna be
Mhm.
right
They
now.
could test it, but.
Yeah, we could look at, I don't know if there's a thing.
I like that idea. I mirrored your thoughts exactly. I like that you just brought up test. I didn't even think about
Mhm.
until now. We do have that ability to put that into our motion that have her come back in 6 months or 12 months. Correct? We can suggest something like that in our motion.
Yeah, in our recommendation, we can say, what I think we've done is, in the past, we'll recommend, and then we'll say, these additional considerations, board. This is something we're really concerned about.
Yeah.
I mean, and I bet it sounds like we're all kind of on the same page in principle. It's a good, you know, it's a fit. I like adding a banquet
Yeah.
hall, and I think, you know, there's definitely spots where it would be nothing to worry about. You know, especially that nobody else is there, right? If it's in the middle and the neighbors aren't there,
Right.
that's great. Be as loud as you want. We got, you know, how many walls of strip mall to isolate the sound from
Right.
everybody.
Yeah. The points are this building wasn't built for that. You know,
Yeah.
a Zumba studio is ideal for this space that they're in.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
she's doing now is awesome. I think that that's exactly what we need up there.
Mhm.
It doesn't fit
Right.
for a banquet in my mind, but at the same time, I will always fall back on business owners should be
Yeah.
able to do what they want.
Right.
I love giving them the freedom. It'll bring people in. However, it's imperative that they monitor the amount of people in there. If
Yes.
there's more than 100 people in there, 100 people in there seems like a lot to me, but it's okay. But
And definitely loitering in the parking lot.
yeah,
after
people go out
the
for
event.
cigarettes. It is what it is. Or do we want that in our strip mall? People going in and out, constantly smoking cigarettes, going out, bringing drinks outside of that business, whether they monitor that or not. Trying to keep track of 100 people with a beer in their hand is almost impossible. So,
Yeah.
do we want a strip mall where people are outside drinking and smoking at midnight?
Right.
I don't know if we want that. And then this building, it wasn't soundproof for this, and that we had a car dealership that was turned into a banquet hall, and all the residents were complaining about this constantly because
Yes.
of the bass that they could hear. So we're going down the same path of this building wasn't built for that. Usually banquet halls don't have windows, they have limited doors, and it's, you know, all the places that people get married at and have these big parties at, they are built for that.
And a buffer.
And a big buffer, yeah, and we would be good here with that buffer if it wasn't for that nursing home or assisted care facility, whatever it is near there. But I think that's why I think it'd be wise for us to kind of
Mhm.
test it and see how it goes and get an idea of how the police, are they getting called there, what the fire department thinks of it, what that inspector thinks of it. I think that would be wise.
Yeah, have we done that on special uses, or is that on, yeah, that's on special uses where they have to come back.
Yeah, would be a condition.
We did it with the
Yeah.
Healy, right? He comes back every year.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had no idea that was for seniors.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's.
Oh,
that's the
okay.
facility right next
I
to
had
it.
no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, you see it, right? They all overlap.
I've driven
Yeah.
through there, but I didn't
Yeah.
know, okay.
And also just worth saying, because this is a meeting and it's recorded, this is a pretty wide spectrum of services offered. And Zumba in the morning and then banquets, whatever it is, a group of people eating, getting catered, where people were working out, doing yoga and Zumba in the morning.
Mhm.
It's a wide spectrum of services that raises my eyebrows, but at the same time, I believe that business owners should be able to do what they
Yeah.
want. And if the landlord is on board with this, which I bet he is, because, you know, that place has needed businesses for a
It
while.
needs
Yeah, right.
businesses,
Yeah,
yes,
Exactly.
it does.
If he's got a thumbs
Yeah.
up, then I support that landlord, you know, because it's his building. And I
Yeah.
support business owners in our district, but that's a wide spectrum of services offered for
Yeah.
So restaurants, clubs, and tap houses, I think, are the three categories that require special use for live music, but not banquet halls. Do we not have to get a special use, especially for a banquet hall?
So, I'm discussing that with the attorneys right now.
Seems like
I
a loophole.
think that it'd be like, a little overkill to make them come back for another
Yeah.
live
Yeah.
entertainment, when they could just all be rolled into one special use, not make it too
Kind of
burdensome.
Yeah.
And the PZHC, if they want, you know, you guys can consider hours of operation, prohibiting live entertainment if it's a concern. All of these are still options for the board for your
Yeah.
recommendation to the board.
So that's kind of partly where I was going. I was wondering, you know, we want to discuss adding, so open till midnight, fine, but do we want to put a condition on the latest the DJ can be playing or the latest the band can be playing, so we're not having the band move to midnight? Or secondly, is there a way that we could, you guys tell me if I'm wrong here, but say like no alcohol sales after 11 or something, because we want everything out by midnight, and if you're still giving people beer at 11:45, they're not going to be out by midnight. So, you know, you can still stay and finish your drink, finish your food or whatever, but alcohol has to get cut off, last call
Yeah.
by 11 or something like that. And we have precedent for that in various other of our codes that say that alcohol sales have to stop at 9, 10, 11, depending on the place. So it seems to me
Yeah.
we could do that.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think that would help with this picture that I have. You know, I live on Michigan Avenue, and I see sometimes when it's like a big party runs all the way to the end, people spill out onto the road.
And they're
Yeah.
just yakking, and
They're there.
maybe they snuck something out. You know,
Right.
you get this congregation, which then that can cause problems. Like, you know, if we're talking about, you know, that's where you'd expect to have a fight.
Yep.
You know, this type of thing, for whatever reason. Yeah, so I think doing some things to kind of alleviate that, because truly the way that I feel, if we are serving liquor all the way to midnight, we should consider it like the environment that our bars create.
Yeah.
You know, and it's now up there, it's a new place the police will have to go.
Exactly.
You know, they have to add that as a route
Exactly.
if they're gonna check,
That's my concern, exactly.
you know, at night.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's one of the reasons why we like to have all that stuff clustered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so, how do we want to structure it? Are there now conditions that we want to, like, work
Yes.
through?
Mhm.
Or do we want to just, provide, you know, in the end, right, the board gets to decide what they want to be, what they want to do. I don't think I have anything against what we have in here presently as conditions. And so do we want to just go with what we have and say, like, these additional guidelines, like doing the testing,
Yep.
doing the 6-month, you know, review?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me whether it would be a 6-month or a 12-month, but just so that we can see how it goes. And,
Yeah.
and what does the police chief say? What does the fire chief say?
Yeah, I think the reason why I like the nearer term one really is, what actually sounds great about their business is I don't think they have to invest too much to start,
Mhm.
Mhm.
right? Because what I would hate is if they put a lot of money in and then didn't get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? That, we don't want to put them in a position, in a year, they could be a lot more.
I think 12
right?
months
It'd be
is
better
better.
to know if they can't do it sooner,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would support maybe spelling out the conditions that we're thinking of, rather than just putting,
I agree.
um,
I think an hour of leeway, kind of like stopping sales at the 7th inning of a baseball game.
Yeah.
I think 10:30 or 11.
Yeah.
11 sounds fine with me. It's liquor sales
Yeah,
shall
we're-
stop, right? And these are all suggestions for the board, and I like that the board would read this and understand that we have these concerns, we're speaking about them, and we put them into the motion.
Yeah.
as a suggestion.
So one, definitely stop liquor sales earlier. And this serves two purposes. I think to make it so people aren't hammered all the way to the end, or not hammered, but, you know, continuing to drink all the way to the day that the second they
And
leave.
it's also life safety.
It's, yeah, and I think it really controls the egress of the
Yes.
stop. People will start leaving at last call.
Yep.
And some people will stay, we want to drink it, right? They'll stay all the way to the end.
And,
And that's a lot better than everyone going out.
It's not sliding into home,
Yeah,
at home plate, you know, at first.
yeah.
Yeah, like that?
So would, condition number 2 just be no banquet activities may be conducted on the property between the hours of 11 PM to 9 AM?
Well,
No, we,
I think in my mind, banquet activity can continue till midnight. We just don't want other things happening that are gonna
Sale,
make things go crazy all the way up to the end.
sale
Yeah.
of liquor.
Yeah, sale of liquor.
And weren't we saying, or wasn't it suggested the music should stop at 11 as well?
Music.
Yeah,
too.
the music at 11.
yeah. Which I,
If there's something we can do to
Well-
monitor the sound.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Maybe
disturb
just
the
turn it
neighbors, 'cause
down.
that's,
Yeah.
You know, that's
You
the
know, you
main
could
thing.
keep the music
up.
yeah, I don't mind how
Yeah.
loud it is inside as long as it's
Mhm.
not.
Uh-huh,
Right.
yeah,
Bother
it should be
with
okay.
The doors aren't open and.
And that is our sound ordinance,
Yeah.
Mhm.
but, you know, I guess that is the big thing with the, so the folks who weren't here when we passed the live music ordinance, the key is we were able to tie the noise violations to the special use, which we could put that just to be very explicit, we could take that same line from the live music special use and put it in here, where if you get multiple, or, you know, violations, it will void your,
Retract it. Mhm.
void your special use,
Oh, it's a good time.
right? Because that's why we did it that
It'd be a
way.
good way to monitor it,
Yeah, I mean, it's more than, because we wanted it more than just a noise ordinance, fine.
Right.
Because, you know, some people would be like, yeah, well, you know, me having this crazy live music brings in a ton of money, I will pay the fine every weekend.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, with, it was like 3 in a year, I think, and
Yeah.
then you have to come up for a hearing where you could lose your special use.
So that language would be the property must not receive more than 3 noise ordinance citations within a 12-month period.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Thanks for bringing up this. Came to mind because you brought up the point about them not needing the live music special
Yeah.
use.
I also think we should specify the days, just for starters. AKA either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, whatever we want to do. I think we should, rather than it being open to all 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely cool with the Friday, Saturday, with the hours that we have. I think if we wanted to do it during the middle of the week, we would have to consider changing the hours.
And-
Okay.
And it was 5 PM to 5 PM till midnight, right?
Till midnight.
Yeah.
That's what they plan on doing.
Yes.
Our restriction right now is it could be 9 AM to midnight.
Okay.
They could do it all day long.
Okay.
But what we would say is the other days, it would be maybe 9 AM to 10 PM.
Yeah,
But,
I think we do the days
and
and
then,
just closing time midnight,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because on a,
Yeah.
like we said, on a Sunday, if they're doing baptisms, whatever they're doing.
Yeah. Well, that's,
Yeah.
yeah, typically.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
just an
Yeah,
ending
yeah.
time. right?
Okay, so-
9 AM till midnight.
from live music special use. Okay, so do we want to say like Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, so we have these threes.
Can you clarify that third one? So would it amend this, no banquet activities may be conducted on the property between the hours of 12 PM to 9 AM?
Friday,
Monday-
Saturday, Sunday. Oh, no,
Monday-
you're right, Monday
Monday
through
through
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes, yes, the
It's like
negative.
a different way of thinking about it,
Mhm.
how he has to write it.
Ah.
Thank
Well,
you,
should we say
attorneys.
should we say it positively?
Yeah, here, actually, let me read that now. Monday through Thursday, because in that you can't say it like
You
that.
can't say because then it said, well, I'll do it the other hours. So no banquet activities may be conducted on the property between the hours of 12 PM to 9 AM on,
12 AM to 9 AM?
let's see, let me think about this.
That's, yeah. And that's 12 AM to 9 AM is what it would need to be in your note.
Yeah.
But that's right that's correct in the
Yeah.
the thing already.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then no banquet
Nor
activity
Monday through Thursday or something like that.
Yeah.
would be, what is it, 10 p.m. you said?
No, we're not gonna do that hour. We're saying no banquets. So the easiest way to say it, no, is no, banquets are allowed only between the hours of 9 a.m. and 12 a.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
in the affirmative. I guess it's always easier to say what's exactly permitted.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Do you want to just say 9 a.m. to midnight?
Yes, you can say midnight,
Friday, Saturday, and Sundays.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So we're good till midnight on a Sunday? Just
Yes.
ask the question.
Banquets are only permitted between 9 a.m. to midnight on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
People get up later on Mondays.
Do they?
Do you still want the sentence to state these hours may be extended or modified by the approval of the village board?
Is there the intention that for a specific event they could be changed?
Right. With approval by the board?
Like, yeah, they could come for a special, okay.
For like
a
a
Is that
special event.
redundant? I mean,
Yeah. Hmm?
Is that redundant? I mean, the board can always change
Yeah.
anything, right?
Yeah, we're just suggesting
That's
the
their power.
board.
It's fine, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. I don't know, it being like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't know if there's certain things where you cannot grant waivers. Can the board just randomly grant waivers over our laws? Perhaps. That's.
Perhaps, right? Sounds like Franco's got a good motion typed in there that one of us should read.
Yes.
Yep.
Could you,
I only wrote 3, how do you have 6?
I think I've added it, yes?
Oh, okay, let me, okay.
So I incorporated the original.
Okay, then, yeah, you can reword it based on how we make the motion. You don't need to make the motion.
I do have another question. I wonder if trash is picked up every day?
That's a
Or
very
like
good
after the
point.
Can we ask
party?
them when her trash day is?
We would have to reopen the.
I'm sure they have a big dumpster.
big dumpster.
Or a couple of.
So that
I'm
should
not
be
sure.
enough.
I would
Okay.
assume that there's a few dumpsters on
A
site.
big dumpster?
Yeah, for the whole mall.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Um, do you guys want to ask them?
Nah. I don't. Everybody else can.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it's significantly more trash than what a Zumba studio would produce.
For sure.
Um,
But the Elgin Mall's there.
yeah,
And they have
They
restaurants in
have a
there.
lot,
So.
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
true. So, we can assume that they'll cover their trash. Or the caterers will take it away,
Sure.
you know, because they're taking away all the dishes, right? Caterers take away their trash. Okay, so then, so I think I'll do we can do the 3, which covers what we want. Do you want to do then the finding of fact first? I think that's usually the better way. So, so the first one, is the use not injurious to the use and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already permitted or substantially diminish or impair property values within the neighborhood? So I think the fact that the other businesses are closed pretty much when this will be happening doesn't, you know, matter, but this is where perhaps the residential part plays in. I think if, the way I would look at it, I guess, is if they follow our guidelines and don't have
Yeah.
to know, then it will be fine, right?
I
Right.
agree. Yes.
So,
Mhm.
it's just pure nature isn't that. So we're good with the yes then?
Yes.
Okay. Will not impede normal and orderly development, improvement of the surrounding property for the permitted, the uses permitted in the district?
Yes.
I think this is, yeah, I think it's a good, you know, like you're saying, good
Mhm.
addition for a vacant property or properties that have been having a hard time getting tenants. So adequate utilities, access roads, drainage, or necessary facilities. This is, you know, that road, I think this is a different type of use than that mall was in terms of burstiness. I know I've heard some complaints with that access road right next to it with Gardner. It doesn't have a light. There's a stop sign.
Oh,
You can't turn
interesting.
left into it real easy. You have to go over a median. But, you know, you can also come through on the other spot and go through the parking lot.
Should that be brought up to the landlord because they own the property?
That what?
What you're saying that it's like a hazard?
Well, like the intersection with 25 isn't a high flow intersection.
Uh-huh,
You know, it
that's
doesn't have a light.
uh-huh. That's, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, yeah, we're putting this business right, you know, I think I'm okay with, I think guys who were saying it's only 26 cars is what they need. That's what the packet said.
And there's other ways in and out of that.
And there's other ways from the other
There's-
side.
yeah.
I don't think that.
Okay. So we can leave that at yes.
Yeah.
6 cars.
Adequate measures will be taken to provide ingress and egress are designed as to minimize traffic congestion, public, okay, so again, that's what we were just talking about. Yeah, and they're not making any changes, so, okay. And then are we good with the 2 points on why it's in line with the objectives?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'm not gonna read all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, so may I have a motion to approve the findings of fact as provided in the packet?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the findings of fact.
Now second it.
Okay, Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Herb,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleck,
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes-Braher,
Yes.
Commissioner Stenick,
Yes.
and Chair Brunner.
Yes. So that's 6 ayes and 1 absent, right?
Correct.
Okay, so, may I have a motion to recommend to the board, approval for a request for a special use to allow for a banquet hall as described in section 157050F1D2 of the zoning ordinance located at 450 Dundee Avenue, East Dundee, Illinois, 60118 in the B3 service district with the conditions contained in the packet, and additionally add a 1 hour stop, so an 11 a.m. stop, 11 p.m. Stop for music and alcohol sales. 2, to adopt the noise penalty from the live music special use that calls for a hearing after 3 noise violations in a year, and explicitly granting the banquet activities for the said times on only Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just say so moved.
In 12 months.
Do we have, yeah.
And since no one said it, I can keep going. And to have a,
You went 6.
I think 12.
and a 12-month review of the special use to make sure everything has been going according to plan.
What sort of review? Just an email or appearance before the PZHC?
A email,
Okay.
and then that would drive such a
Email from the applicant or from staff?
staff.
Okay, so who made the motion?
No one yet, but I will, so moved.
Okay,
Second.
take roll.
Yep.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Herb,
Yes.
Commissioner Fleck,
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes-Braher,
Yes.
Commissioner Stenick,
Yes.
and Chair Brunner.
Yes. Okay, so we've recommended for approval to the board with some additional conditions. They're going to take our feedback and they will be the ones making the final decision on how you can move forward. Franco here will be working with you guys, so. But yeah, looking forward to
Yes.
your new business, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Buena suerte. Que les vaya bien. Nos vemos en su restaurante. Oh, I know. I need it. I need to go. I need Zumba.
I'll cancel my Curves membership to
Go
go.
to Zumba, yeah. You got it. Yeah. And then you stay after, maybe get invited to some of these
Remember to be
banquets.
like this.
Wedding crashers.
Yeah, you're-
Dundee wedding crashers.
So, okay, great. So that concludes our new business. So on to our other business. And this one is a motion to approve a vice chairman in accordance with section 153 1(6) of the code. So, what we need to do, I think, is first discuss who we want to approve. And then we'll figure it out. I mean, it looks like we have to make a proper motion to.
Yeah, it's a little tricky here because the historic commission calls for it.
I see.
You guys are in one, so it's, you have a little flexibility here. But my question is, do you want it for the remaining of 2025 or do you want it for the remaining 2025 and 2026?
Yep.
Both.
Probably both.
Because last time you just did it 12 month at a time.
Yeah, we never did it 12 months.
I think we did it with Frank Scarpelli, was for the remainder of the year.
Oh, I
But then we
don't-
never did it again for 2025.
I see, okay. So there's some people, I will just say, whose terms are up next April. So if that was a person who was selected, it wouldn't.
Makes
It'd be
sense.
to the end of their
Yeah,
term.
right.
So I think, what I think we should do, your guys' take, but this should be, I think, a thing that we redo in line with when they reappoint the chair, so tie it to elections, I think, that's after elections.
So August.
Well, no, like, I got reappointed for in May, right? May or June?
August.
Oh, is that when mine's now running?
I think so.
Okay. So the idea, right, is it's good for the president to have, a new president to have a chance to reappoint
Should
someone.
follow
Sure.
the president's term.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then give them a little bit of time. Like, when we did it this last time, like, our terms, like, my term was up in April,
Yes.
which is like, just, you know, if we're changing presidents, they got enough to worry about. You know, this doesn't need to be, you know, so I like the idea of it being a little bit like a month or two after, because then the president would have enough time to address the critical needs and then actually, you know, get to it, like Dan did. I mean, he really did, and figured this all out, but I understand there were more important things than the P and Z, you know, appointments in his first, 45 days in office. So I kind of like that idea, and then we'll know who the people will be, right? We know who the people will be. Now, we could also just say, well, this is something that we're doing ad hoc, it's not codified. You know, we could just let whoever's, you know, the board then decide then how they want to do it.
Either
Um,
I really don't have an opinion on it.
Okay, so we can say 2 years, or until someone's, 2 years. I mean, it's clear someone, I guess, only serves as long as they're part of the commission. You know, so we'll
Yeah,
just
so
say.
if the term expires,
Yeah, the term expires.
we do it
Yeah, or
again.
they
I
resign.
agree with
Yeah.
that one. That
You
makes
know.
the most sense.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we'll just say de facto is 2 years. And because that person whose term may expire may get extended, right? So, you know, we don't need to change it if they do. So, I'm cool with that then. So we want to do 2 years, just so we don't have to do it so much?
I think
Yeah.
so,
Makes
yes.
sense.
I like the 2 years.
Okay.
2 years from today.
Um,
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I'm gonna be
I
so
just have to
old.
be clear.
Yeah, I love this. It's good.
Yes, let's do 2 years, 2 years from
Gosh.
September? Yes,
So September 4th, 2027.
yes.
Jeez.
Sounds like a good time.
So the things that could change this would be, you know, the person is no longer on the commission for, you know, several reasons, or that person takes the role of the chair, you know, and then we need a new vice chair. These are like, the only reasons that would really,
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
Makes sense?
yeah. So, cool.
I like that.
For what it's worth, September 4, 2027 is a Saturday, so hopefully our PZHC meeting will be before
I'll
that,
show
so
up.
we'll have it all figured out.
Via Zoom, I may be in Europe.
Yeah, we should.
And
Okay.
going back to that, your most recent appointments are until June 16th, 2029.
Yeah,
So a month after the presidential election,
yeah, so, or, yes.
a buffer period.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, so that's perfect. And then it will be, you know, we could have some continuity then with the vice. Or we could, we'll be able to reconstitute the commission with the new members at that point. Yeah, see if I'm up for
It's like
another 4 years of
retirement
2029.
age.
Oh, yeah.
I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Yeah.
So, okay, so, do we want to just go, who would like to be the vice chair person? I'll go
Not me.
through, because the thing is, for me, you have to want to do it. It's really, it is an additional commitment. And I think, something that, I want people to be fully into taking on as a responsibility. So I don't want us to be like when I was in my co-op society and they just picked the person who was their longest. They can do it. So first, and I guess I'll go through. So Marie, would you like to be the vice chair?
I would be happy to be the vice chair. I'd be willing to take on the additional responsibility. My only concern would be, I have a crazy travel schedule. I'm missing about 2 meetings a year. So if there's someone
Yes.
who makes more sense than me, I
think
completely
it's a
understand
really
that.
important thing. The
Yeah.
attendance
Yeah.
is super important because pretty much we want to, between me and whoever it is, we want to make every meeting like no question asked.
Yep.
Like, this will be a thing where, yes, having some, being able to look forward and identify, like I know right now, I may miss the April meeting of next year.
Mhm.
So I would want to schedule that appropriately.
Yeah.
Right? So yes, it's a very good point to bring up. Thank you. So
Mhm.
that's at least a half, I think more than a half of a volunteer. How about you, Lily?
I would pass. My
Okay.
schedule's too busy.
Understandable.
Yes.
Totally
And I'm
understandable.
starting new businesses, so yes.
Yes.
2 new businesses, so, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Steve?
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I'll make every meeting, but I can't really, commit to a
Yeah.
full-time thing.
Very cool. Thank you.
I also respectfully pass,
Okay.
as I work every third day for my job.
Yeah.
So to make it here, I have to figure that out with work. And since this isn't an elected position, I'm not covered there.
I see.
Mm.
So I have to figure that out on my own, which I
Yeah.
can usually do it. But
Yeah.
then, I'm starting a family,
Yes.
new to that.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's right.
I don't want to bite off more than I can chew.
Yeah. Great. No, I think that's
Understand.
very, and again, obviously you've been making like all the meetings. So,
Lately.
yeah.
I'm
That's
paying my
what-
penance.
Well, but still, if you're you're working every 3 days, I think you have the most complicated schedule of all of us, so it's.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it's hard to
Consideration.
work, yeah. So, and then John?
This is my second meeting.
Yeah.
You're more than
So
qualified.
you're a natural.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, then, I guess we have one. So may I have a motion to approve Maureen Feck as the vice chairperson in accordance with section 153.16 of the code with term expiration of, it's September 4th, 2027.
Would like to make the motion to approve Maroon Beck for the vice chair position.
Second.
Commissioner Myers,
Yes.
Commissioner Herb,
Yes.
Commissioner Feck,
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes Braher,
Yes.
Commissioner Stenick,
Yes.
Chair Brunner.
Yes. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Marie.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Happy to do it. Thank you.
So,
Thank
She
you.
did great last month too. So.
yeah, well, that's good.
So-
I think that was very apropos or opportune that you had the opportunity to do it last month and see what it was all about.
Exactly.
Okay, great. So, on to the next item, staff reports. I think, Franco, we should talk a little bit about the training, if there is, and anything else that you would like.
Yeah, no, I sent out the email a little premature in advance just because I know your guys' schedules are all over the place. But there's some training coming up that, some new members might behoove you to sit in. Just let me know if you want to go on that. Send me an email and I'll register you guys. I believe it's October 29th. It's through the American Planning Association and it's geared towards what you do here.
Yeah. And then you signed me up, and it's coming up. I have to look again. I know I have it on my calendar for the vice chair, vice chair,
Chair.
just chair,
Chairperson,
chairperson,
roundtable.
roundtable. Yes, not vice chair. Okay. Yes.
We could include, Maureen if you'd like. It's only $25. You could certainly.
Yeah, this would be an online training for
Okay.
chair.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm going. It's a
Via
lunch
Zoom.
meeting. It's a lunch meeting, right?
Via Zoom. I
Via
think.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So if it works for you, you'll.
Okay, yeah, if I know what it is,
Yeah.
yeah, let me know. It's
I'll
the
send you a
same-
link.
Okay, that'd be
If
great.
you're okay, I'll send you.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I would encourage it. I think I've gone to a couple of these things, and I find you get some good ideas. I actually find, believe it or not, I think we run a really good ship here in how we do this. It seems like, you know, we have good ways to handle a lot of the problems already that a lot of other people, you know, encounter. But yeah, I think it's useful if you have the time, but, you know, obviously not mandatory or, you know, but I like to keep on top of it, and I think, you know, John, definitely for you to see what it's about. We will have IML coming up. Do you know what the position is on IML? Or is it that's already decided?
I believe that they're already,
So that's in September,
yeah.
right? Okay. So maybe next.
It's coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I could certainly, see if we can extend it to PZHC members for next year.
Yeah, you know, so I went 2 years ago, and that was useful as well. So what IML is, you've probably seen that's Illinois Municipal League, and they do in Chicago each year. It's going to be in 2 weeks for the state of Illinois. To get get everyone together for a big conference, right? And there's a lot of you can go and see lots of presentations on, you know, different
I love that.
challenges and things that
Yeah,
folks have
my
overcome.
favorite was the concept of like not having cars in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Everything was walking
Yeah,
distance.
the
That
walkable
I
town.
absolutely love
Yeah.
that. Hmm.
So there's really cool ideas
Yes.
that
For the community. Mhm.
you know, that you can do. I mean, I went 1 year, it was good. You know, I didn't feel like I was a good, I shouldn't go every year, but it's definitely
Is that still open for enrollment, or am I late for that?
I don't know. I'll
Ah,
have to take a look.
okay.
yeah. So it's
That's okay.
it's interesting. I mean, for example, I heard you know, like how like Champaign dealt with like their flooding issues. You know, when we look at it, we definitely have flooding issues, and it makes you know, you think. I think it's very relevant to like P&Z. Because like the story there was in Champaign. So when I went there, when the rain would come down, the main street would just totally flood. They have pictures of people in canoes going down the street, and that made it so that like they couldn't get big construction loans to build in that area because it was all flood inundated.
Interesting.
But then they built underground giant 10-foot pipes through the whole downtown
Wow.
area and redirect all the flood water from the creek now under the street. And now because of that, it's no longer the flood zone, and now they have giant skyscrapers there because they could get construction loans. So, you know, with us, we have the same type of problem, right? We have land that can't be really built on, right by the river. You know, so understanding that, you know, sometimes people have to do these creative solutions to get around it.
I hope they have a topic on data centers,
Yeah,
because I've heard so many bad things about
Definitely.
yeah,
it.
definitely.
Yeah,
That-
water,
Topic lately.
trees,
It's a big thing.
Mhm.
Trees.
animals. Yes,
Isn't that what the Sears complex is gonna be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, we'll see.
So,
But I've been doing my research.
yeah,
They've come a long way.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Franco, anything else?
I don't have anything else.
Okay, I don't have anything else. So, may I have a motion for adjournment?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Hearing none? Motion passes.
Fantastic.
I hope you
Yes.
feel better.
Thank you very much. No,
So,
but what I've been reading is.
cool.
Is that a nice little
A lot of the trees